Hey, this is Bang Bang Benny from the Way to Silence, and you're listening to Collision on Voice FM.
You are still on Collision with Kat and about to set out on, I think it's their first national tour, Melbourne's The Weight of Silence. And right now I've got Benny on the phone. Hi, Benny.
Yo, how you doing?
Awesome. Do you know how much of a relief it is when I say that and then there's actually a voice coming back from the other side?
Oh, I bet, yep. I should have just paused for a while.
Yeah, dramatic effect.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you guys, right now, you're in the middle of nowhere, aren't you? Camping.
We truly are just in the middle of absolutely nowhere. We've just had dinner. We've been camping, and we've had some dinner over like a butane powered, stove.
Uh-huh.
And the boys are packing up the van at the moment. We're about to go to sleep.
All right. So, tomorrow night is the first official show of your Sickness Unknown tour, which is in Woy Woy at the Woy Woy Leagues Club. And then you're in Sydney on the 27th.
That's right.
But the album won't be released quite in time for those two shows.
Yeah, with Sydney and the East Coast stuff, we couldn't get them in April, so we booked unfortunately had to be a week ahead. So, but there's a couple of singles out and videos out and stuff, so people can still listen to some of the music, and they can stream it. I think from Heavy Mag at the moment, and it's like I think it's released on 31st, so it's only a few days away. So
and because you did just release a video for the title track "Sickness Unknown" as well.
Yeah,
awesome. What I wanted to ask actually then, like this album, it is your debut album.
That's right, yep.
You're getting it in hard copy as well as digital?
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we're working on distribution at the moment. And, we're hoping to have copies this weekend. But, we couldn't get them sent in time. So, distribution, we were, pushing it uphill to get them before the weekend. But, we're probably, because of Easter, a day too late, so it was a bit unfortunate. But we will have hard copies though at shows. We're playing shows in San Remo and Melbourne next week, so we'll have hard copies of the album at those gigs.
Right, but then you do. Is there an event set up for each of the shows? Because you don't have a national event, do you?
With a national event, what do you mean by that?
On Facebook, an event page.
Oh, I don't know. I don't really do that. I think Riley does that stuff, so I'll find out. I play guitar and I write some songs.
Yeah.
And direct some videos and stuff,
Do you? So did you direct the video that you just put out for Sickness Unknown?
Yeah, me and Riley, we produced the last couple of videos, yeah.
Right. Well, then with the debut album, I mean, Sickness Unknown, the title track's not an official single. Have you got an official single planned and another video in the works?
Yeah, well, that single, that was funny because our record label, Dead Memory Records, they were like, you guys should put your video out a couple of weeks before the album comes out, but we were going to release it like the same day. So we didn't bother actually releasing the single.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, we'll put the video out, and we never thought to actually put out a single with it, because the album was so close to it. But, we're going to do another video in about 3 months' time for another song. And, we're going to do another national run. I'm going to do some shows in probably Indo and New Zealand towards the end of the year as well. So you'll see like a huge run of shows probably between like September and November at the end of this year.
Right, and this is your first actual national tour, is it?
Yeah, I mean, we've played like interstate a fair bit, but this is the first like sort of string of shows that we've done, all these dates, sort of in a period of a month or so, I guess. So, yeah, it's the first sort of big national tour.
Yeah, so you have played in Perth before and...
We've done Sydney, Adelaide, Canberra. But yeah, Perth and Brisbane are fresh for us, so they're new dates for us to play, yeah.
And you're hitting 2 shows while you're over there in Perth, you may as well. It's a long way to go.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and you are actually coming right here to Ballarat to Corova Lounge on the 7th of April.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we can't wait. We played a gig there actually last year with a band called Into Ruin, and we tore the place down. It was a really, really good gig. We can't wait to go back there.
Right. Do you know who the supports are for this one?
Yep. From Fortune to Tragedy, playing with us. And there's a couple of other bands as well.
Oh, yeah, you've got Feast of Crows and Hoodlums as well.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Yeah. From Fortune to Tragedy, they're a band from Adelaide. They're really, really great. Anyone who's listening that might consider going to that show, you should come, not just to see us, but to see them. They're a really, really good band. We're playing with them at Enigma in April and in May as well, I believe.
Right. In Adelaide, yeah.
That's right, yeah.
But your actual Melbourne launch for the album, the official album launch, is the 2nd of April at Bang.
Yep.
But the night before, you're having an unofficial launch in your hometown of San Remo at the San Remo Hotel.
Yeah, that's right. It's like pretty much like for our friends and family. You know, they can come down and mosh out and, you know, grab a copy of the CD and, you know, sort of for them, I guess, like the people that sort of support us close to home and, you know, a little bit of respect for them, and they can come out and, you know, and see the band before they go and play all these shows. So, yeah, it'd be really, really cool. But then, yeah, Bang the next night. That'll be a big one, I think, with Boris the Blade.
Yeah, and you actually started the year playing at the Unify Festival. How cool was that?
Oh, yeah, that was really amazing. Yeah, I mean, we got to play with a whole heap of bands that we, you know, like a whole heap of guys that are in our scene and, you know, like bands like Parkway Drive, who we sort of grew up with and, you know, watched play for years and years and, you know, and to play gigs with guys like that, yeah, it's really, really cool. You know, it was a really good festival. You know, we definitely picked up a lot of new fans from that one and, yeah, it was a really great opportunity.
What I'm wondering is, because you do have your debut album coming out this year, did you sort of get the Unify confirmation and decide that you're going to, like, release the album and tour this year, or did the Unify thing just sort of fall into place with your plans?
Yeah, it did. We definitely fast-tracked the album to release sooner than we thought. We probably would have released it on the other side of winter if we didn't do that festival. You know, because like planning like a national tour, and then, you know, like I was literally like, we're booking shows and I'm doing mixing at the same time. It's not really ideal. So yeah, it was a little bit strange doing a whole heap of things at once, but it was kind of like, you know, while the timing's right, you got to, you know, strike while the iron's hot, sort of thing.
And you do, with the title track Sickness Unknown too, you have Ben Coit from I Killed the Prom Queen featuring on that, but can I ask what he does on it? Because he's the bass player in I Killed the Prom Queen, isn't he?
You didn't hear his bass line?
So he's playing bass, it's not...
No, I'm just kidding. he sings in, he sang in a band called Day of Content, which people who are listening might know, like a classic Aussie hardcore band.
I actually had one of their albums back in Geelong.
Oh, yeah. Great band.
Right.
And sung in a band called In Trenches as well. So he doesn't actually sing in I Killed the Prom Queen, but yeah, his vocals are very well known within the hardcore scene. And people within that genre, I think they'll enjoy listening to his vocals on that track.
I was wondering, in the video, there's a couple of shots where your singer doesn't have a microphone in his hand. Are they the bits that Ben's singing? Are they?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. We couldn't get Coit to play in the clip. He's a paramedic by day, and it was really hard to book him in to do the film his shots. So we just thought, you know, we could get this thing happening and get it out. So, you know, we had a plan B sort of scenario happening, and we filmed some other shots instead just to get the video out. But you know, I think it looked cool nonetheless. Anyway.
Yeah, and it's a secret hint as to which parts are his vocals. You just got to watch for it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's funny. Like some people have have said, oh, you know, you hear Coit's vocals sound great, and others are like, oh, I can't hear him in the song. Where is he? So, you know, yeah, it's funny how that works, but you know, I think it definitely adds another layer to that song. So it sounded really cool.
Yeah, and the album actually is coming out on the 31st of March, and as you said, it's streaming on Heavy Mag at the moment.
Yeah.
And the tour is starting tomorrow night. You guys, you're not going to be driving to Perth, are you?
No, those dates we'll definitely fly to, yeah.
But everything else you're driving to?
Yeah, we love hitting the road, yeah.
Yeah, so...
If we can drive there, we'll drive there, you know?
Yeah. And the whole, like, hitting the road and camping and just, you know, hanging out together, you love that, yeah?
Yeah, well, like, you know, we don't live in Melbourne. Like, we live in San Remo, you know, like near Phillip Island. So, you know, probably a little bit close to the wilderness and, you know, people that might live in, like, you know, I don't know, Mordialloc or Narre Warren or somewhere like that. So, yeah, it's not a big issue for us to go out and, you know, and rough it a couple of nights when we're playing shows. So, you know, like, literally while I'm talking to you on the phone, I'm looking out and there's a whole heap of stars in front of me. So it's really, really cool. But, yeah, we enjoy doing that. It's a lot of fun. And, like, we're all really good mates in the band as well. So, yeah, it's a great time when we go out and hit the road.
Great. And so then, yeah, this year it's all steam ahead. You've got the album coming out. You've got your national tour just about to start. And then you're planning on another tour later in the year and hopefully getting overseas by going to New Zealand.
Yeah, that's right. We're planning that at the moment. Yeah, we're looking at, you know, wrapping up this tour by the end of April, and then we've got shows in May and June coming up, which will be announced shortly. It's not so much a tour; it's just a whole heap of shows. We're, you know, supporting this album, you know, and then we're going to be looking at doing, you know, like, yeah, Indonesia and New Zealand towards the end of the year, and then national run again. So, you know, and then, you know, maybe the States, we're looking at that too. So, you know, we'll see what happens. Yeah.
And I'm losing track of my thoughts. That never happens. Well, people, like you said, actually, you know, gained some more fans at the Unify Festival, and people come from all over Australia for that. So you have probably, you know, got a few fans out there in the towns you're going to go and visit. But for people who don't really know your live shows and that, what would you like to say to get them to come out and see you on your tour?
Oh, look, well, you know, for the people that have seen us or haven't seen us, you know, like, we're a super energetic band, and like, the guys that have come out and seen our band play before, you know, they've always got their money's worth, I felt. You know, they've always seen a really high energy show. We always go super hard, you know. If anyone wants to talk to us after the gig, we're always around. We're selling merch, we're selling CDs, we're always around. So, you know, it's always a big party when we come to town and play. So, you know, it's a hell of a lot of fun. I fucking hope that, you know, when people come to our shows, they have a great time and they tell their friends about it.
Awesome. It has been great talking to you, and I do wish you the best of luck for the year with, like, your debut album coming out. I mean, it's, I guess, always a little bit more exciting when it's your first one.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, we put EPs out, but, you know, this is definitely another level. So, yeah, we can't wait to get this thing happening tomorrow night in Woy and do these dates. And, yeah, it's already a lot of fun, and we haven't even played a show yet.
I get a feeling one of my mates, Jason, might be at that show.
Oh, well, if he introduces himself, I'll definitely give him a high five, and we'll do a shot or, you know, tell a joke or something, you know.
Well, if he's not planning on coming at this point, I'll make sure he does. And
that would be cool, yeah.
I will see you on the 7th of April in Ballarat, but the tour does go throughout the whole month because you are going to Bendigo, Wonthaggi, Adelaide. You've got another show later in April in Melbourne, as well as 2 shows in Perth, and finishing up in Brisbane on the 30th of April. If people go to facebook.com/The Weight of Silence, they can see those shows, find out. You've got them on your cover shot there. It's not too hard. And keep an eye out for when the album's released and check out that video. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
Right on.
Thank you very much. I'm going to play the title track from the album, which you have just released the video for, Sickness Unknown. And have a safe drive and have a fun trip up to New South Wales this weekend, guys.
Thank you very much. We will do, and we'll see you in Ballarat.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. 7th of April, we got a date.
Fantastic.
Awesome. Thanks a lot. And don't forget we have King Parrot and Filter interviews coming up very soon. This is The Weight of Silence and Sickness Unknown.
As